Hey guys, today we're going to talk about a little gadget, a fishing gadget obviously, because you're reading Salty Shores, which is the blog. This is a little gadget I got for like 10 bucks. It's a thermal line cutter by Berkley. It's a little small gadget that fits in your hands, comes with a little cord so you don't drop it in the water or whatever. And it also is at $9.95. It's actually a pretty good cutter. It comes with two AA batteries. That's all it needs. It comes with the two AA batteries, which is in here. Plug it in there, and you're pretty much ready to go. What this thing does is cuts braid, cuts mono, fluorocarbon, and so on and so forth. But the cool thing about this thing, besides being at $9.95, it cuts it thermally, so there's no fray, there's no like struggle, and it does not get dull. Of course, the battery dies, and I'm sure at $9.95 it's not the most durable thing in the world. But at $9.95, you can actually afford to actually replace the tip or the batteries, even buy a new one. At $9.95, even if you drop it in salt water. So I tested it indoors. I'm gonna test it with wet line. I've seen complaints of people say it doesn't work in wet line, doesn't work in sub-zero temperatures and stuff like that. But I'm in Florida, I don't have to worry about all that stuff. But I will test it with wet line. I got with me, of course, the standard leader stuff, which is 20-pound fluorocarbon. I also have with me all the way up to, I have 30-pound SA fluorocarbon as well. I also have up to 100-pound leader material, mono by 10. And of course, in the braid world, I have this 15, hey, dog, stop barking. I got this 15-pound samurai braid, super thin, slick. He says, sure, Sam, it cuts that, but how about other stuff? Well, I got 55-pound boat braid by Daiwa, and all the way up to 100-pound Cortland master braid, which is thick and strong. It is like almost unbreakable, this thing. So, I dropped it. All right, 100-pound braid. So I'm gonna move the camera right here so you can see how this thing works. Here we go. First up is the 15-pound samurai braid. This is a super thin braid. As you can see, it's so damn thin and slick, you can barely see the damn thing. Let me try to get it over a different background here for you. You can actually see it. Maybe you can see it, huh? You can see it like that, right? Okay. Let me elevate this a little bit. You can see it, right? The braid. So basically, you push this thing, and it heats up within seconds, right? It heats up within a second. You touch it, and it's done. See that? 15-pound braid. If you do use a lot of braid, and you got pliers that's not very tight, it's almost impossible to cut these little thin things without messing all up with fray and all that stuff. See? And it categorized the ends too, so it does no fray, and it actually helps you hold your knot a lot longer too. Okay? As you can see, it cut that like butter. Let's move on. Let's go to the 50-pound braid. Let's see how this holds up in 50-pound braid. Okay, this is a boat braid, so it has different colors and stuff. As you can see here, very little tension is needed. So you go like this, comes out, you touch it, that's pretty much done. Like I said, it categorized the ends as well, and it's not hot, but you don't touch the end. This is super hot. It's like ridiculously hot. So it recesses so that you won't have to accidentally burn yourself either. That's 50-pound braid. Now let's go to the 100-pound braid. This is crazy thick stuff here. So 100-pound braid, like this. Oops. Just fine, instantaneously. You say, Sam, what if you don't have a loop to do that with? Well, you can go over it too. There's a little loop on here. You can go over it as well and go towards yourself. Now, you gotta have a little tension, especially with braid. Mono, you don't have to have a little tension. You can go over it and it's done. See that? Done. You can even go over it a little bit and touch it and categorize it even more. So as you see, 100-pound braid, no problem. Now let's go to fluorocarbon. This is 20-pound fluorocarbon, commonly used here in Florida for redfish, bonefish, and stuff like that, which is trout, so on and so forth. Let's go to the black background. So it's a little thin, so you can see it. Now, since fluorocarbon and mono is a little stiffer, you don't have to ever have a loop or anything like that. So this, which is great. You don't really need it anyways. You can see. Oops. Oh, maybe you push it. There you go. A little better like that. I have a little tension, but not a lot. Done. You can see you can be pretty precise with it too. So you can be right next to your thing and get it categorized. Categorize. Done. And if you put a little more tension with it, better. 20-pound fluorocarbon. Now let's go to the 30-pound fluorocarbon. This is not fluorocarbon. This is just leader material, but it should work just fine. As you can see, I do this because I add a little tension to it. See, no problem. A little tension to it. Well, if you don't have a loop, you go over it. You know, good. Oops. Have a little tension. A little tension, it melts it like that, and you're good to go. This is 30 pounds. Now let's go all the way to the 100-pound leader material. Let's see how this works on this thing, all right? 100-pound leader material. This is a 100-pound pen leader material, thick as heck. So put it on. You pretty much. It takes a little longer, but you know what? It works just fine with that. It takes a little longer because it does have to burn through all this stuff, and it works just fine. Not hot, tip recesses. Now, let's go to another test, wet water test, okay? Now it's totally wet. Let's get the loop wet, and let's try that. Cuts it to me, all right? That's 15 pound. Let's go, just jump all the way to the 100-pound mono leader. Stick that sucker in here, and it's totally wet. And works to me. Let's go to braid. Maybe braid sucks in more water. This is 15 pound material here. You can barely see the damn thing. It's freaking thin as hell, these samurai braids. You put it in here. There you go. Turn it on. Wet. Done. No problem at all. Let's go to 50-pound braid. 50-pound braid. Stick this sucker in water. Stick this sucker in water. Make it all soaking up all the material here. Let's do 50-pound braid. Turn it on. And yeah, done. Oop! I forgot to use the heat. It's soaking wet here. Let's do this. There. It looks like it's a little harder, but let me try that again. This is soaking wet. Wait till the end heats up. Yep, works just fine. Works just fine. Now let's go to the 100-pound soaking wet braid. Let's see what happens. 100-pound soaking wet braid. Let me take a more second. 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010. Make sure it sucks up all the water. All right, so turn the sucker on. It heats up. And it does take a little longer on a 100-pound braid soaking in wet water. There you go, but it does eventually works. Let me try that again. I'm not really using 100-pound braid that's wet, but then again, it's $9.95, folks. Using 2 AA batteries, pretty portable. But for everything else, it works fine. This is the only problem I've had so far, which is a 100-pound braid, which is soaking wet. And it still cuts it. It's not like butter like all the other one, but it definitely still cuts it. Yeah, it looks like the water kind of cools it down a little bit, especially all this water in a 100-pound braid. And it eventually cuts it, but it does take a little longer. Anyways, $9.95. Berkley hot line cutter. I think it's well worth it, especially if you rig a lot and you want it very precision and fast and close and categorized, especially with braid, but it also works with mono and fluorocarbon as well.